This Mother's Day, skip the flowers and gift a foundation for her health. Ritual is mom-founded and built on a mission to bring a high standard to the supplement industry through traceable ingredients and clinical research you can actually trust. Gift the moms in your life or yourself a new Ritual and get 35% off when you bundle at ritual.com/podcast. That's 35% off at ritual.com/podcast. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You're listening to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where two best friends recap romance novels while making dick jokes and stealing babies. HBs, we're back with part 4. Before we get into that, though, remember that Sabrina is recapping the true crime and demon dark romance Heart of Wrath by Effie Campbell over on Patreon and our Apple Podcast subscription. It's truly wild, and I loved every moment of it. That's this Friday on the bonus feeds. All right, some wonderful people have supported us on Patreon, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Amanda, Sophia, Sarah G, Jennifer A, Leanne C, and Hallie. When we left you yesterday, Mary had just shown up at Jamie and Alec's and asked if they might have a sister sleepover. Totally innocent, nothing weird going on there. Also, Alec had come up with the dastardly plan to get Jamie to wear his plaid by not touching her until she does. Ugh. That's where we're jumping in.
But this is also when she says, oh, hey, do you think it would be okay for me to just like reorganize the kitchens a little bit?
Yeah. Can I reorganize
because apparently
the kitchen?
Apparently the kitchen is like in a building that's way far away.
And you gotta go
and like the poor servants have to like go through 3-foot snow in the winter times to bring foods to people.
Honestly,
and it's bullshit.
What was the thought process there in the first place?
Dumb is what it was. I mean, I get having the kitchen in a separate sort of like structure because of the smoke and the fire hazard.
Yeah.
But like, why would you it's a mess. And she agrees. So she is thinking to herself, I can move an entire building.
Because Alec has told her, you're not going to do anything. We're going to get those calluses off your hands. But if you remember, she feels like she is unlovable unless she is useful. And he's like, I don't want you to be doing anything because he wants her to live a life of luxury now. So they are completely at odds and their communication is fully broken down.
And she's begging him for duties.
Give me a thing to do. Please, Alec. And he's like, no, we're getting those calluses off your fingers, you pretty little princess. Come on now. Go lay down and take a nap like a good little wife. And she's like, give me a project.
Yeah. So she's like, I promise I won't do anything. I'll just direct people to do stuff. And he's like, okay, I guess, like, that's fine. You can do stuff to the kitchens. So he leaves. Then Mary shows up and she's like, Daniel is mean. Daniel has a mistress. Daniel doesn't love me. He hasn't touched me. It started as him saying, like, I want you to feel comfortable and, like, get to know me or whatever. But now I think it's just because he doesn't like me and I'm miserable. And, like, can I stay with you?
And Jamie's like, yeah, that should be fine. Let me go check real quick, though. So she goes and checks with Alex. She's like, hey, Mary's here. Can she hang out? And he's like, yeah,
man.
Like, don't bother me with your sister's bullshit. Fucking, she can hang out whenever she wants to. And Jamie's like, bet.
Yeah. Yeah. He keeps on being like, oh, the women's stuff is so superfluous and I don't need to mess with it. Don't bother me with her nonsense.
These inferior English women.
Yeah. And so she's like, yeah, Jamie, go get your suitcase. It's slumber party time, basically. So then Alec finds out when he gets home that like Daniel has declared war. Daniel's like, you stole my wife.
Because as far as Daniel is concerned, Alec has granted Mary sanctuary.
Yeah. And Alec doesn't know that Mary had run away from Daniel with no permission to go anywhere. She tricked his guards into letting her go. And like, it's a mess. So then Alec goes and rides out to like meet Daniel.
Alone.
He goes alone.
Just him.
And Daniel is there with all his dudes. And he's like, how dare you give sanctuary to my wife? And he throws a sword at him at the ground.
Snaps it into the ground, which is a fight me, you cur.
It's a gauntlet. That's the one. And then he's like, and now it's your turn to throw something at me. That's the ritual.
And Alex,
he's like,
Alex just shrugs. He's like, no, we're not.
Alex like a hard pass.
Like, we're not gonna let two little English women come back with like, no. Also, like, why by the way, this is one of those points where I felt terrible for laughing as hard as I was. Because usually in books where there's jokes about gross ball and chain, I'm like, oh God, come on now. But like this book, I think it's because they did not choose each other. This is literally.
And Mary earned it. Mary's a nightmare.
So
he's like, I don't want to fight a war.
I don't want to fight you over her because then I have to keep her.
I don't want her. I would love for you to take her home.
Like, please come get her. And then they keep going back and forth because, like, Daniel is like, wait, that's true. You sure you don't want her? And he's like, Alec is like, no. And Daniel's like, well, I mean, like, do you want to do like a little fight anyway? Like, we could just have a fight for fun. And Alec's like, yeah, no, not really. And then Alec's like, he's like, I really don't want to fight you for it though, because that's not a war I want to win.
No.
And Daniel's like, what do you mean you don't want to win? And why not? And Alex
that's not like, a prize.
Why would
that's
I
a
want
punishment.
two English women in my household? And then, and of course, then they're like, well, we're besties. And so like, obviously we don't want to let women come in. And it was like a big like bro moment. And I had a lot of feelings about it. Like, they're like, wait, we're not going to let these ladies come in between. You're my dude. I love you. Except I don't tell you I love you because I'm an uncompassionate, unkind-hearted butthole. But also, like,
toxic
I
masculinity
have
ruins everything.
Lots of feels. And then Daniel's like, well, what if I still want to get into a fight? And Alec is like, okay, I'll do that.
Sure.
But we have to
play
change
fight.
the rules. And Daniel's like, well, okay, what's the rules? And Alec is like, winner takes both brides. I was cackling.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So when they get to the courtyard, Mary is using Jamie as a human shield again.
Yep.
And Alec is like, we're not doing this. Like, get over here, wife. And so she like reluctantly goes over. And Daniel just picks Mary up and like puts her over his saddle and starts riding away.
And Jamie's like, wait, what about her horse? And Alec's like, she ain't gonna need her horse.
I don't care.
She don't need that horse. She ain't leaving again.
Yeah. And she's like, I can't just stand here and let him treat her that way. And he's like, oh no, you absolutely can. And like, that is what's going to happen. So it's ultimately fine. And then the second war is the healing spreads everywhere. Ooh, and this lady wants to save her baby. Yeah. The McPherson Laird's wife, Lady McPherson, has a sick baby who's allergic to the protein in her milk. And so she doesn't know what to do because it's like the only thing you feed babies. So she takes the baby to Mary because this is one of those clans that's a friend of Daniel, but is an enemy to Alec.
But
so
Jamie
she's like,
is magical healing. Mary. And so she's like, I don't give a fuck. I need this baby.
Saving my baby.
Baby's going to die.
Yeah. And like, meanwhile, her husband is doing that apparently Scottish thing where he's just like in the hills mourning a baby that's not dead yet. So
people, oh my God, what? Stop burying your living people.
Stop it with your man feelings. Just like confront them. Stop running away. So Mary brings that baby over to Jamie, and Jamie immediately figures out that like it's the breast milk. She puts that baby on goat's milk, and like all is right in the world. That baby gets so
and that
fat
baby's
and
there
happy.
for a couple of days. And like
Yeah.
I do gotta say, like, so this man is for day. Like, how long do you think? I gotta ask, how long do you? Because okay, so before I ask this question, baby is a fat, happy, sassy little thing, and it's just all like gooded up on that good goat's milk, and it's there for a couple of days, and all of a sudden, Jamie hears some hollering in the courtyard.
Oh, big hollers.
And she's like, what is happening? So she goes outside.
And she's just put the baby down for a nap.
Yeah, so she goes outside and she's like, whoa.
She's like, what's happening right now?
What's happening?
And he's like, give me my dead.
Give me my dead. And she's like, what the fuck is this?
Who the fuck died?
About? Like, who's dead? So Laird McPherson.
And Gavin is so funny because Gavin's like, he thinks that baby's dead. And then Laird McPherson's like, you stole my baby and I want its corpse. Give it to me.
And like,
I'm a corpse needer.
How long do you think? So now I'll ask my question. How long do you think?
I think it's 3 days that he was horse camping.
But yeah, so like he gets back though. How long do you think it took him to even realize baby not around? You think like he's like, wasn't there a reason I was out there being sad?
Being sad and
in the
alone?
mountains? What was
like, did you already do the funeral? I don't understand.
Oh yeah, there was a baby. Hey, where did that baby go? Like, how do you think that conversation went? Like, oh, I took the baby to your enemy.
Well, but it's also like, it's so confusing because it's very clear that Laird McPherson and his wife have definitely gotten some sort of wires crossed. And I wonder if it's because like his wife was just terrified once she like
his wife doesn't know that the baby's alive.
No, because she didn't go with it. But she's like, but Laird McPherson is under the impression that that baby has been kidnapped by the Kincaids. Like they came in masks and like in the dead of night and stole that dying baby.
Laird McPherson, what are we going to do with a dead baby?
Why do we want a dead baby?
What, like
that's sad.
Well,
that's big sad times.
What?
I don't want to introduce that to my environment if I don't really have to.
Well, on top of that, like if I'm going to steal a human off of your lands, I'm going to steal a human that can do something for me.
Totally.
And maybe that's heartless of me to say, but like if I was an 1100s warring laird, I'm not taking your sickly baby.
No. So yeah, so he's like bellowing and she's like, just hold up. I'll be right back. And he's like, yeah, you go get that corpse. And he's like riding back and forth in front of the house, being like, I need that baby.
He's just a pacing little, he's like,
yeah, he's on his horse too. And so he's like making his horse trot around. It's ridiculous. So she gets the sleeping babe and, you know, it's all like wrapped up and it's so cute. And she comes down and he's like, give me it. And she's like, stop.
Hey, I just got this baby to go to sleep. You need to shut your pothole, sir.
If you ruin all the work I did to relax this baby to sleep, there will be hell to pay. And he does not understand. So he just keeps on yelling like, don't you tell me what to do. And then finally the baby wakes up. And then Laird McPherson is very confused. But at that point, he's like, you still need to apologize for stealing my baby. And she's like, I'm not gonna, what are you talking about? And also like, get off Kincaid land and you do not get to come back until you have some manners.
Yeah.
She sets him down. Like she just goes in on him. And then he's like, no, you're going to tell me sorry for doing this kidnap. And she's like, I absolutely am not. And like, if you don't leave, I will make you leave. And then one of his soldiers like
puts his hand
to pull out his sword.
He doesn't even pull it out. He just puts it on the pommel. And she whips out her dagger and she's like, I dare you.
I dare you. Meanwhile, Laird McPherson.
one of my favorite quotes in the entire book is she's like, looks at him, and so when the soldier on the left of the laird reached for a sword, Jamie pulled her dagger from the sheath in her belt. She turned to the soldiers, took aim, and said, "You'll take your hand away from your weapon, or you'll find my dagger in your throat before you draw your next breath. And when I cause an injury, I don't repair it." And I was like, Jamie,
badass.
because she's a healer. She could heal. Well, maybe not a dagger to the throat, but
listen, she could at least elongate his life. She's not gonna do that.
She could do some healings, and she's like, "Guess what? I do that to you.
No,
you ain't coming
when
back.
I injure you, I mean it.
And I'm not fixing it."
Yeah, there's no takesies backsies on that one.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Yeah, and so then Laird McPherson is like, "And now you pull a dagger on my men. Like, this is war." Meanwhile, he's like letting his horse try to bite the shit out of her shoulder and stuff.
Oh yeah, she smacks his horse, and he's like, "How dare you smack my horse?" And she's like, "Oh my god, they really do give more of a shit about their horses. Like it's because it's one thing to hit my wife."
No, because she tells him, "You only feed this baby goat's milk," and he's like, "It's gonna take my wife's milk or nothing." And she's like, "No,
she
you
straight
will
up
feed this
grabs
baby
that
goat's
baby
milk."
back.
Yeah, I'm not letting you kill that baby with human milk. And he's like, Are you saying bad things about my wife?" She's like, "What? No."
And
but
then
it doesn't matter.
Horsey's like, hung.
Yeah. And she's whacks
like,
it.
And whacks it. And he's like, "You say what you want about my wife, basically. But you say what you want about my wife, but hit my horse? How dare you?"
Nobody.
And she's like, "I'm fucking done."
I know. She's like, "Oh my God." And then they look behind her shoulder and like Alec is now standing there with all of his men. And they're like, cool. We're gonna regroup later, but it's war. And so now she's like, "Oh, fuck stick. Alec is gonna think that I am
Stole
to
a
blame
baby.
for this." Well, no, she's like,
I know.
he's like,
And so
Meanwhile,
he's like,
he's
"Let me talk
for
to
it.
her," and he's just like, he's so proud of her. Actually, he's like, "I love you." Well, yeah, he does not say that.
he does not say
but
that.
he's got those heart feelings, and he's like,
and he
so-
does love that she was like so fierce about her territory.
Oh yeah, because she's loyal.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Kincaids. And he's like, "So tell me what happened here." And she's like, "I don't want to tell you." And he's
Because
like,
it involves Mary.
and he's like, "I fucking bet it does involve Mary."
Mm-hmm.
So then she gives a little story about like Mary getting the baby and bringing the baby and all of these things. And Alec is like, "My God, Daniel needs to lock her up." Like,
Yeah.
put that bitch in a room and throw out the key. Because like she keeps getting into shit.
And like, we're not even halfway over with the shit that happens. So then he's like, "Oh no." He finds out about the literal hole in the back of his great hall because he didn't realize that reorganizing the kitchen did mean moving the whole building to the back of the great hall.
Because so he walks into the room, or so he still doesn't know about the hall room at this point, because she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go off and do my thing," and he's like, "Okay, I'm going into the great hall," and Kevin's like, "I don't know that you maybe."
Well, they're like, "Yeah, we haven't let her pick up any of the large stones or anything. The men have been doing all that." And he's like, "Large stone? What?
And
Why would you? It would only take her like an hour to rearrange the kitchen." And Gavin's like, "Oh." And Alex says, "What did she do?" And he goes, "She did exactly what you gave her permission to do."
You'll see. It's a pleasant surprise. Don't want to spoil it. I'll just leave that up to you.
Yep. So then Father Murdoch comes out and is like trying to like he's trying to like smooth the way, basically.
Well, and he's also like,
Alex,
what do I do with these coins? What do
I
I
right.
do with money? What do I do? And he's like, so Alex like, oh, the woman's daft. And he's
because he, after he came back from that, he was just back from that hunting humans trip. And so she said, how many people did you kill?
I need a number.
Know.
And he's like, I don't know, 6, 7,
5 or 8.
6, I don't fucking know. And
she's like, is it 6 or 7 or 8?
Number. Give me a number. And finally he's like, okay, I guess 7 probably. In his head, he's like 17.
It had to have been more than that. Yeah.
But he's like 7. I killed 7. So she goes.
And so then
skedaddling off. Into the hall because she keeps all of her because she had originally asked, and this is a thing that comes back. She had originally asked him. She's like, "Where can I put my money, babe? Like, where can I put my coins?" And he was like, "I don't know, the box on the mantle, I guess. Like, just shove it in there."
Because that's where he's kept his coins.
Yeah, because like he doesn't use coins, and so she like goes and gets the coins, and she comes over to Father Murdoch, and she. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is for the 7 murders. And actually, I'm going to give you one more. I'm sure he's done something.
So then Father Murdoch is like, what the fuck do I do with all these coins? And Alec's like, oh man, she's really worried about her soul, isn't she? And he's like, no,
it's your
these are
soul.
For your soul.
And he's like, oh God, but just put them in the box on top of the mantle. And so
now she's just recycling shillings for his soul. It's so cute. Oh no.
It gave me so many feelings because she just keeps and goes and
it's amazing.
Because Father Murdoch just starts putting, every time he gives her, she goes in, she scuttles up to the mantle, she gets a shilling out, she goes over to Father Murdoch and she's like, this is for Alec. And Father Murdoch's like, oh, thank you, darling. And then she meanders off and he's like, tip, 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 puts back in box.
So then Alec goes inside and she comes up, she's about to go inside and she hears his bellow because he sees what has happened to the Great Hall. And so Father Murdoch's like, you're going to come with me. We are going to go to a place for a couple of hours and just like let him cool off a little bit. And she goes, Father Murdoch, have more faith in your laird. He told me that he would never raise his voice to me. He would never lose his temper with me.
And up until now, there have been so many scenes where he doesn't. Like he has purposefully provoked her into yelling at him and pushing his buttons and insulting him and all of these things. And he's done it purposefully because every time she does that, there have been a couple of times where he's like, and did I yell at you? Did I get mad at you? Like, have I like gotten up in your guff about any of it? And she's like, well, no, you're right. So she trusts him now. She trusts that he will not get mad and yell at her and that they will talk about it. Well, that was before there was a giant hole in the fucking Great Hall.
In the castle. Yeah. So she goes in and like there is a line of soldiers basically like lined up for the principal's office waiting to talk to Jamie.
Oh my God, they are waiting to
Alec.
tattle on me. They're waiting to tattle. They're going to tell him all about how I did all of this stuff and all
and
of
she
these
gives him
things.
big glares.
And he's just like head in his hand on the table, like looking down, just listening while these soldiers are talking to him.
And so she's like, Alec, I really want to explain. And he's like, you're going to leave my sight right now. She's like, no. I really think you're going to understand once I...
And then he yells. And he's like, out! Get out! Just and then he stops himself, but the damage is already done. So he's yelled at her, out! Just get out! And then he's like...
And she goes over...
Leave me alone.
She just stops and then she walks over to the box. She grabs a shilling out and she very quietly, with tears in her eyes,
walks
leaves
out of the
building.
Great Hall. And then so she goes up to Father Murdoch and she gives him the shilling and Father Murdoch's like, what is this for? And she's like, Alec lied.
He lied to me.
Oh, God.
And then she has to go get Wildfire because she's
going back to England.
She's taking it literally.
He said, get out. And she was like, well, England's out.
I'm going to get out of Scotland.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do.
And of course, if you remember, she has terrible sense of direction. So she hops on this pony, and then she's like, well, the castle's up, so England must be down. And
she's right about that.
She is.
But so she goes riding, and then she hits this pasture, like
meadow,
it's just like a field kind of thing. Yeah.
A highland. I don't know.
Yeah.
A
And she sees like a
plain.
small a boy child.
And he's standing
And the boy
real
child,
weird.
yeah, he's looking intently at a bush, and the bush is doing a rustle that is fairly ominous. So then all of a sudden, a big ass betusked boar comes out, and it's gonna gore that boy child to death. So she kicks Wildfire into gear.
And she full on swoops that little boy up, and she thinks to herself, she's like, God, I really hope that I successfully can pick this child
I really
up.
need to
And
be
she,
strong enough.
She does that like thing you see in every like medieval movie on the battlefield,
Western.
where they put and the westerns with the horsey horse, and they put their arm down and they scoop him up and sling him on the back of the horse and just take off.
Yeah.
When they do that, they get away from the boar, and then they go around a sharp turn or something like that, and they both go tumbling off. So now her dress is ripped. She's got bruises and scrapes all over her, and she's talking to this little boy, and she's like, so who are you?
What you doing, little boy child?
He's like, I'm Lindsay. And she's
He's like, don't tell anyone I'm here.
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be hunting. And
I'm not supposed to be on Kincaid land because my clan is against Kincaids. And
she's
I am the Laird's son.
And she's like, oh, who's your clan? And he's like, Lindsay. Oh, so we have Jamie Jameson and Lindsay. All right. At least there's some...
Yeah, good talk.
Yeah.
Good talk. So then
they hear...
He's like, I gotta go home because
we hear Alec coming, too.
No, yeah.
And she's like, you better go. Especially if you're not supposed to be here, you better go. And
so he fucks off hard.
And then Alec fucks in.
Oh, yeah. In more ways than one.
Oh, yeah.
So Alec and his fucking black stallion come into that pasture, and he just stops and just takes in her visage because he's successfully found her, and his heart might quiet a little bit now that he can see her. But then he notices that she's all scratched up and her dress is torn and there's mud places, and he's like, who did this to you?
She's like, nothing, I just fell. I fell off my horse.
Yeah, she's like, I fell. There's a boar. Listen, it doesn't, I'm a really good rider. Alec, you're not listening to me. It doesn't matter. And then he's like, you don't ever leave me again. And he she's like, you yelled at me.
He's like, why did you he's like, why did you leave? And she's like, well, you lied to me. And
you told me to get out.
Temper. And so I went out. And he's like, well, what's the problem? And she's like, what is happening? What's the problem here? And she's like, you embarrassed me, and a husband shouldn't yell at his wife.
No, in front of other people. We can have serious talks in private, but you're gonna try to yell at me in front of people? Absolutely not, because I would never do that to you. And so then she goes, and Alec, honestly, I'm having a really hard time. I know that all of your soldiers were lined up to tell on me because nobody likes me and I have nothing to do and I can't be useful.
Jamie, the soldiers were waiting to have their chance to defend you.
Yeah.
They're as loyal to you as they are to me. His voice in this moment was a gruff, affectionate whisper, and my heart grew 3 sizes that day. Sabrina, I had a lot of feelings, and then this is when he brings it out. He's like, your dress is torn, and she's like, I fell off my horse, she admitted. And he said, I know. Now he sounded forlorn. And oh, God. I'm not a McPherson, but I've definitely got something in my throat. I can't breathe.
It's so good. And so then he's like, Does he say something about like kissing to make up? She says something about kissing to make up.
She says, Alec, when a husband and a wife have had a disagreement, they usually kiss after they've made up. And he says, the wife is wearing her husband's plaid, though. Alec pointed out. Still, I wouldn't break my word if she wasn't wearing anything at all. And then, boy, howdy, that's a loophole, and they get some naked times.
It is against the tree sex.
It is against the tree sex. It's in my tag. I have a tag for sex location against a tree, and bet this book is in there.
Absolutely. Like, and he hits his knees in front of her so that he can go down on her before he does against the tree sex.
He does a little bit of a
standing cunnilingus.
Yes,
is what he does.
Yeah.
And
it's
great stuff.
It's like described. He's like holding her up by her hips. He's also like fingering her while she's doing
definitely
this.
Also.
Can I tell you something? Every sex scene I ever read. You know how there are certain things that just immediately, like, they don't necessarily take you out, but you clock it. You are aware of it. One of those things is a dirty hand in an orifice. Any orifice. If it's a mouth, if it's a puss, if it's an anus.
I hear that. No, he has horse all over his hand.
I'm sure he has a lot more
at
than
a minimum.
Horse. There's no way that they are bathing daily. Like,
I wish, listener, that you could see the way that disgust is making Sabrina blink like a broken Cupid doll. It's incredible.
I notice it in literally any time somebody is like, I put my hand in them, or anything where there's penetration. Immediately my brain starts going through, because I told you timelines are important to my brain.
Yeah.
And I start going, I'm like, when is the last time this person could have feasibly washed their hands?
I mean, to be fair, it's still like 9:30 in the morning somehow.
If that.
Like, it's early.
Listener, this is the day that never ends.
This is the longest day I've ever experienced in my life.
This is the day that gave me whiplash.
Yes.
But like, I did have that when he was like, I'm gonna do the flicky on the cunny and the little the penetration with the fingers, and I was like, that is a bacterial infection.
I mean, thank goodness vaginas are self-cleaning, you know? It comes in handy, especially in medieval Highlander times.
It is rough to have a sensitive pH balance in 1100 Scotland.
I mean,
I would.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
It would be rough. It would be rough.
Yeah, especially
but it's not for her.
It is.
They do a big sex.
It is a big sex.
Yeah, it's on
It was
TM.
a good sex, too.
Yeah.
It was a hottie. Because, like, it was just, I don't even have words. Just read the book.
And notable in this sex scene, a notable, like, emotional level up is that, like, right before he's about to come, he makes her promise to never leave him again. And, like, he cannot come until she promises to never leave him again. It's great. Oh, it's the best. And then afterwards, after he comes, it says that for the first time, he knew what it was like to be content.
Oh, God.
This scene, wow.
So for all of the refusal to admit feelings to each other, there were some really good lines that, like, I read them and
No, Julie Garwood shows us the feelings. It's great. It's great.
This is a good example of show, don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Lord knows, if you listen to their words, these people do not like each other.
It's incredible. I mean, it's delightful.
Love it.
So they get home and she's like, I'm going to go back to the house. She's like at the stable where she's been before. And like somehow she does get lost and she goes the wrong direction. And so she's like, oh, I may as well just pop in and say hi to the blacksmith since he's there.
Yeah.
And then while she's talking to the blacksmith, she's like, oh, can I go check out some of the huts? Like, can I go say hi to some of the tenants? And he's like, well, they're all going to be like at their nooning meal. So nobody's going to be there. And she's like, well, can I still just like go look at their houses anyway?
What a mood. Me too. What? Can I go be nosy as fuck?
I mean, but like out loud and proud. You know what I mean? And he says they'll be honored that you were interested. And I'm like, where did I leave my underwear? Like, you need to tell me if you want to come over.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Especially if I'm not home.
That's the thing is, I don't want you to come to my house. I just want to voyeuristically go wander your house. I want to go look at everybody else's houses. But yeah, so she just goes like meandering, and so she's like looking in the cutter's hut, and she's looking in all these places
tannery.
and meandering, and she's going uphill to all these places.
She's picking flowers,
and then oh yeah, the little flowers, the roses. That's important because there's some very vivid imagery with roses in this scene because she gets to
there's really important. Well, and there's really important stuff that she's been doing with flowers the whole time that nobody knows about. Anyway, she gets to the tannery and there's rose imagery.
Oh my God, I hadn't put that together.
Yeah.
That's why she keeps picking flowers. My heart. Oh, my heart. So she gets to the tannery and she is peeking inside when she gets a shove. And she slams onto her knees into this thing. Her flowers
and
go
the door
flying,
slams.
and the door slams. And then she's like, what? Huh? What is happening? And so
and she's not worried at all.
No,
because she's like, oh man, the wind.
They're gonna give me so much shit for this, which they would, but in a different universe.
Smell smokes,
and she can't get that door open, and it's pitch black in there. And it starts getting hot,
and then the roof is on fire.
And it is now so on fire that she can see what is happening. Like she can see the room now. And the rose that she's holding, she watches the petal wilt and like
singe.
Burn. You said singe. My brain was like, we can
burn
make that
and
one
singe.
word.
Yeah.
And
that's
then she
efficiency,
starts coughing,
Sabrina.
and while all of this is happening, as she's dying, she's like, I can't believe Alec isn't here to save me yet.
She's so fucking pissed. She's like, I am going to have a word with him about being prompt. And like, he didn't know that she was even going in this direction. It's so funny. But because she's like, she has no doubt. She's like, Alec's going to come save me. It's no problem. But then she does start inhaling more of that smoke.
And she gets worried.
Yeah. I mean, understandable.
Everybody down in the rest of the castle starts smelling smoke, and they're like, "What is it? Like, what is happening?" And Alec's like, "Jamie!"
It says Jamie heard a roar, and she was like, "Oh, okay, we're fine now. Everything's gonna be fine." And she's right. So Gavin and Jamie come up, and they see that the door is barred. It is.
It's
purposefully
got a gigantic. Let me tell you, it's got a gigantic piece of timber propping that door shut. And let me tell you, I'll bet that's part of the reason I did not suspect the person I should have been suspecting. Because how the fuck is that person supposed to lift up that piece of wood and block in that door?
I know.
Also,
it's adrenaline strength, I think.
Also, like, I feel like that door would have been an inward opening door. But like,
listen, we can't mull it too much,
fine.
You know?
It's fine. I did have that thought though. I was like, I feel like outward opening doors in places where you apparently get 3 feet of snow. That's a bad
idea.
That's a bad way to plan a building. Like, especially one without windows, apparently, because it's pitch black in that building. So like,
oh my God. So they get in and it says that he carried her out just before all of the walls collapsed. And she's like, it's not my fault, everyone. The wind did hit the door closed. And then I heard this weird windy sound that was like
but it was the wind. Was it?
And they're both like, she's like, you don't think it was me, right? And Gavin's like, absolutely not. We don't think it was you. There was and Alec's like, no, we're not telling her anything about that. So then they give her a bath and like, he's like, you're going to go to bed. You're going to take a nap. And she's like, I don't need a nap.
Oh, but then she's like,
tell me.
You took your sweet time coming after me, Kincaid.
Oh,
and he's like, the hell I did. I ran like Satan. And she goes, I'm not so insignificant to you after all. Am I? He didn't answer her until they'd reached the castle doors. No, you're not.
Oh, it's so good.
So cute. I
It's so cute.
I love it so much.
It's so good. Oh, shit. Yeah, so he's like, you're going to take a nap because you've had a very big morning. Like, all this shit you fought a boar.
So he gives her a bath.
Yeah.
Oh, decent. And then he lays her down on the bed, which this is important that the bed is covered by a plaid. Because then he crawls up and he snuggles up on top of her in his plaid. And she gets a little bit of horny pants.
Yeah. And he says, Jamie, you're wearing my plaid. She's like, I really don't think I am. And he's like, you're laying on a plaid?
She's like, I'm not wearing
and you're covered in my plaid.
Let me be your plaid witch. Let me be your plaid witch.
I will be your plaid witch.
And it is on TM.
It's so on. She goes down on him for the first time.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I want to touch you the way you touch me. She does put that penis in her mouth.
She gets him all the way up to that edge.
Well, and he's like, when I entered her heat, it was like too much. Oh my God. Yeah. And so she gets him all the way up to the edge. And then he's like,
no. And he like takes her head off and he flip flops her down.
Flips her over.
He enters that passage.
Oh.
And he just,
he bombards it. He does one of those barricading the castle. I'm going to hit you with a trunk.
Castle.
That's the one, trunk of a tree thing. What's that called, I wonder?
I can't remember. It's called
It's a hitter stick. I'm going to hitter stick you.
What was it? He's ciphering. Nope.
I'm going to just hit you in the cervix.
I am putting my penis in your vagina.
That's the one.
What I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's good. Okay.
And then afterwards,
he falls asleep.
No, wait. Melody.
Oh no.
Wait. So afterwards, he's holding her and snuggling her. And by the way, up until now, we keep getting moments in his thoughts where he's like, I need her to love me. I want her to love me. I won't love her because she's property. But like, I can't have that kind of distraction. But as he's laying there,
it's her duty to love me.
But as he's laying there, he goes, the full realization of why he wanted her love hit him like a blow. He was already in love with her. How in God's name had it happened?
How did it happen? When did it happen? How is he even capable of it? He's thinking. It's so
These
good.
Little swoony lines like that. Because at this point, she's already admitted in her brain that she's in love with him. But she needs him to be in love with her. And like, it's this whole, and they just say the words, please. But also, so like, it's okay. Cute. I'll get it in your head because I'm in your brains. It's okay.
Yeah. And then he's just so content and tuckered out. He had sex for 2 times in like, I don't know, what is it? An hour and a half, maybe? He falls asleep.
He does. He falls asleep in the middle of the day. But he wasn't going to fall asleep. This is to take care of her. He's snuggling her up.
That's right.
But no, but then we get another scene with our creepy little cackly italic mofo who's like, I wasn't trying to kill her. I knew that she'd be saved, but I want to see his torment, not his anguish. I'll not finish the kill until tomorrow. Maybe the day after that.
If I can hold myself back or something. Bananas.
My God.
It's great.
Melody, I'm just thinking about how much more scenes there are.
No, this is the end of episode 2. Like we're an hour and 45 minutes in.
There's no way. Holy shit.
I know.
How in God's name had it happened?
How did it happen?
How have we turned this book into the 3 episodes?
I mean, the only answer is easily Sabrina. Okay.
This is like straight up. This is the Outlander series and 353 pages. This is the whole series.
Yes. Yes. It's so good.
Okay. Well,
It's so good. Well, excellent. Here we go. We will see you for episode 3, listener. This is the latest Devil in Winter, I guess.
is that the only? What?
It's the only one I can think of
Wow.
that's gone into 3 episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, there might be more. I have a Swiss cheese memory.
I do
but,
too.
You know,
I do
who
too.
knows?
So anyway,
Okay.
I guess
what's your lady love?
it's frozen pot stickers.
Mm.
If I don't feel like cooking, those puppies can go right into the
They're
air fryer.
perfect.
Those puppies can go right into the Instant Pot. Either or. If you like them steamed, if you like them crispy, you just pop those.
I've never thought about putting them in the air fryer.
My lady love is frozen pot stickers.
Nice.
And not a
Nice.
reasonable amount of them. I probably ate 20 of them for dinner. Probably 25.
As you should.
Just
Yeah.
piled those puppies in.
Yeah. You know
So.
what? One of my favorite things that Michael taught me was boiling. So boiling dumplings are like the frozen pot sticker situations. And then he is so smart because he would take a strainer and just like put a giant handful of spinach into it and then strain the dumplings by pouring it over the spinach. And then you put your rice vinegar and your hot bean sauce or whatever in all of that. And you've got the tastiest pot sticker plus blanched spinach treat you've ever had in your life. It also works with cabbage, but spinach is so good. Yeah. Isn't he? I know. Isn't his brain so hot? I know. Yeah. Sabrina's mind has been blown.
I love everything about that. And I have everything in my fridge to do that tomorrow.
Yeah. It's so good because especially if you do the rice vinegar hot sauce combo, the way that the spinach interacts with the vinegar is just like earthy and tangy and delicious. Oh, it's just so good.
Incredible. That sounds amazing. And then you can even still like have your dip because like usually for pot stickers, I mix mirin, a little bit of rice vinegar, and amino acids instead of soy sauce. And that's what I do instead of just like the pot sticker sauce that comes with, which it's tasty, but I usually do.
But it's really sweet usually.
Yeah. And so I do I like it a little bit tangier. And so like the thought of like being, I'm not even hungry right now. And I want more
but
pot
you want to
stickers.
try it.
I've already eaten like 30 of them. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
what's
my
your
lady love. Okay, my lady love is kind of self-serving, but I'm very genuine about it.
Huh?
This is going to come out on May 8th, I believe, which means it's in the very center of the Dangerous Tides Kickstarter. And like, I don't know like how I don't know how to explain to people how good these books are. Like C.M. Discosta's book is basically like a retelling of Gentle Rogue, except also monsters. And it's somehow cozy and beautiful and funny and delicious. And then there's also vor. And like, how does she do that? I mean, Naima Simone's book is all about this awesome, like, lady is getting married. She's like a big, powerful business lady, and she's doing basically an arranged marriage. But as she's at the altar, the groom's brother, who happens to be a notorious pirate, swoops in and kidnaps her to like hurt his brother and his family. And then there's a threesome with his Viking second mate. Like I can't. They go on a treasure hunt together, basically.
I'll bet they do.
Throughout the whole thing. In more ways than one. Yeah. Oh my God. Jenny's, there's there's a berserker as the hero, and he's sort of looking. I know he's a pirate captain berserker whose arranged marriage wife has like fled from him, and he's been looking for her since then. And in the time that she's been away from him, she's like turned into a badass pirate captain on her own. Like these books. Andy J. Christopher is a witch. It's Formula One fanfic, but pirate times. The hero is modeled after Lewis Hamilton. I didn't know I needed a Lewis Hamilton in my life, but like Google him, because wow, there is a spiteful public hand job in chapter 3. Okay. There's, listen, the not safe for work vellum for that one is the most gleeful spanking I've ever seen in my life. Like, I found out I'm into breeding kink when I read her manuscript. Like, I don't.
You're just recently into breeding. Wow, I have so many books for you.
I didn't know it was gonna like work that well. You know?
Yeah, if it's done right, like, man, I'll bet she does it right.
Yikes.
I'll bet.
Katie's is like a sapphic, beautiful. There's a plus size princess heroine who kidnaps herself in order to get the attention of her like teenage love, who has turned into a pirate captain. And their agreement was that the pirate captain was going to like come back after making a name for herself and like get the princess, but she never does. So she kidnaps herself to get to her love, and shenanigans ensue. I'm so proud of everything that we've put together. The books are incredibly good. Everything that like was designed around it makes my heart sing. There's like, we had custom metal chalices that are the size of shot glasses made, that have a mermaid sitting on a beer stein on one side and then like the bonkers pirate ship on the other side. I'm just a pagan slop with this thing. So I think my lady love is 2 parts. Like, one, God, try to make your job just like give you life if you possibly can. Cause I've done that and it's amazing. And then also, I don't know, like just go peruse that Kickstarter and see if you're into it. Cause the other thing is you can get the B-books like 5 months, I think, before they come out in retail. And they're so good. Anyway,
I was already excited.
That's my lady love.
And now you really ramped it up, baby.
I sent you that one from To Ravish a Rogue where she's sitting on his one. That's CM Nascasta's. She's sitting on his lap and like there's a natural tit on that not safe for work art. Like that tit is beautiful. It has like stretch marks on it.
It's a good art.
It is.
I want to get these arts because I do have a wall. I call it my wall of fuck.
Yeah.
And it's all my horny art.
Yeah.
And I already have a lot of CM Nascasta on there. And so
it's exciting.
This just sounds beautiful. I'm so
it makes me so
happy for you.
Thank you. It's been like life-giving and it's been so fun. And I feel like you can feel that in the outcome. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can tell when a writer.
You can tell this is a project of joy. All across the board.
God, it's just been so fun. And I'm just so happy. So anyway, 2 parts. I guess the most immediate one is like, I don't know, check out that Kickstarter. See what you think. All right. Keep being a badass.
And love yourself as much as you love knowing the right direction.
Oh, boy. This poor thing. This poor thing. She is so bad at
even more so. Love yourself as much as you love a endless box of shillings on the mantle for all of your husband's indulgences.
Oh my God. Love yourself as much as you love the sound of Sabrina's squeals as this idiotic hero who doesn't understand feelings, like, comes into his own.
Am I that squealy? Am I that loud?
Ma'am, it was beautiful. It gave me so much happiness.
I love a swoon. Oh, yeah. I love it so much.
Yeah, everybody love yourself that much.
I love it.
Seriously, though.
Thank you for listening. Next week, we'll be back with the final parts of The Bride by Julie Garwood. Heaving Bosoms is produced by us, Melody Carlisle and Sabrina Bradley. Editing is done by me, Melody Carlisle. Our theme music is by the incredible singer-songwriter Brittany Fonts, and our art is by the ultra-talented author Kate Pryor. If you like our show, remember to follow us on your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and leave a review. That one small action is a huge way to help the show. If you want to get in touch with us for advertising inquiries or anything else, you can email us at heavingbosomspodcast@gmail.com. If you want more of us, visit patreon.com/heavingbosomspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram at Heaving Bosoms, on TikTok at Heaving_Bosoms, and in our Facebook group, the Heaving Bosoms Geriatric Friendship Cult. See you next week.